Hello. Man, this feels weird. This is my first time recording a YouTube video for Street Fighter 6 and first time recording pretty much anything for a very long time. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Slice. I've been playing fighting games for 9 years now. I'm 19. I've been playing since I was around 10. I've been playing fighting games such as like Smash, Pokken Tournament for a very long time. I've played a bunch of platform fighters at a very high level, and nowadays I've been playing Street Fighter 6. This past weekend was a very big like regional tournament for Canada called UMAD that I won with solo Dhalsim, which is, at least to me, a very great achievement that I just got. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of record a little bit of an analysis. So yeah, this will be hopefully helpful for people that maybe are interested in Dhalsim. Maybe they want to know kind of the ins and outs and maybe the mindset of somebody who can take these types of tournaments by storm. Or maybe you just didn't watch the event and you want to see what happens. So yeah, hopefully this will be insightful. So the first match that we're going to go over, this was the top 24 winners. I just got out of my pool. This is for top 8 winners side. I'm playing against BigDomChurros, which is a very, very, very strong jury player that I hadn't heard of for quite some time until some people from my region, which is Ottawa, went to Montreal for a tournament and they got mopped by this guy. So he got on my radar. I'm like, hold on, this guy might be good. I tried like studying. I couldn't really find anything. So I wasn't quite sure what to expect. But anyways, let's just go into here. And yeah, I'll try to provide as much insight and strategy and just knowledge that I had going into these sets as possible. So yeah, hopefully this will be good fun. Alright, so against pretty much everyone else that I played against at this event, I had a little bit of prior knowledge, whereas for this guy, I didn't really know anything. So for round 1, I had the idea of, I kind of just wanted to just do a bunch of like knowledge checks, teleport a lot, and just, I guess, it's kind of sandbagging, but just for information, because I have no clue what he does. So in the rest of the tournament, you'll never see me play like this. I'm not just gonna like teleport all over the place, right? Specifically teleporting in, that's not really something I'm gonna be doing. But against this dude, I had no idea what to expect, so I kind of just threw away round 1 to just get as much information as possible. But yeah, I am very comfortable in this matchup. I think Dhalsim does decently well in Tajiri. So yeah, let's see here. So off the bat, from that first round, I got a lot of information. I know that this guy checks teleports, he checks low teleports, he checks high teleports, he checks front teleports and behind teleports, which is a lot of good information for me to have. And now I can go into the rest of the set with a lot more confidence. Yeah, a lot of fireball drive rush against this guy. That's the small caps tech. Recently I've been very lucky to get on the like sets series that Capcom does, and I had to play against this Ryu that's super cracked, and he was doing that a shit ton. But right there to close up the round, there was a manually timed safe jump. Not too easy. There you go. So now we know that he's checking high teleports, so we're like, okay, we're not gonna do that again. He's not throw teching. There we go. And I'm probably going to be pausing a lot during these as well, just to kind of... Dhalsim's a pretty complex character, so to kind of just break things down when I feel like it's warranted, I'll be pausing through it. Okay, so this is something I'm going to be doing a lot throughout the whole bracket. So after drive rush back medium kick, people love to walk back against Dhalsim to try and create space, and they're not really ready for Dhalsim to just go low. So drive rush back medium kick into down back medium kick catches luck with block power. And then there you go. So he got the first round. I was kind of just going for knowledge checks. I wanted to see if he knew how to deal with whatever it was I was going to throw at him. Clearly he did. I bounced back. And here we go. We got him in the corner. I got a little bit lucky. Going for block strings, trying to get him in burnout. Okay. He doesn't know what to do about Yoga Mummy teleport back. That's really good knowledge for me to have. Alright. He's going to try to bring me to the corner here. So now I know that he doesn't really know what to do about Mummy, so now I'm going to start using that a lot in my defense. I don't really have to guess. If I just find a gap, I can do that and escape. He gets level 1. He gets the round. Very similar to what happened in game 1. Totally cool. Yeah. So here, there's gonna be a lot of just like fireball in the drive rush because he wasn't really like forcing the issue very much. He was kind of just waiting for me to do something committal, and then he would do something, which is kind of nice for Dhalsim. It's nice when our opponent isn't just gung-ho going crazy. Like, people say this a lot. You kind of have to be random against Dhalsim to win. Like, you kind of got to be like crazy with your decision making. If you play as safe as possible and you just play back, it doesn't really work. So he's throw attacking there. Next time I might go for a throw bait. Checking drive rushes. Okay. He's checking those. He's checking those. Just going for block strings. Trying to keep him out. And this is my, I think, second time watching this set. The first time I watched it, it was very quick and I kind of just skimmed through it. So, there you go. I don't remember most of the things that happened here, so this is my genuine reaction to a lot of things. Closing it out with the level 1, and we're feeling comfortable going into the last round. I've been able to keep him out very well. Should be fine. Alright, that was a fast one. He definitely was not ready for that. Nice little sequence, keep him out. The zoning in this matchup is rough for Drew to get around, man. He just has to do a lot of walk block, walk parry. Now he's in a bad spot since I hard called out the jump. But yeah, Dhalsim, when you're not too familiar with what your opponent likes to do, it's a lot of flowcharting to try and just get as much information as possible. So in this set I'll have a lot less to say, because it's a lot of just Dhalsim flowchart to just like try to gain information and then try to go for some more like layered reads and layered offense, layered defense, the more information I get, basically. But this is just very solid control. He hasn't really been able to get anything going. I'm disengaging very well. That was a risky crouch heavy. I thought he was going to walk backwards and I could snipe him low. And there you go. So he got a round in both games. Here I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was teasing a different character. Dom, the whole tournament, he was doing this. The whole bracket, he just kept doing this when he was playing, when he wasn't playing. It just seemed to be his thing. I don't know. But he's a cool dude. I talked to him a lot. He seems like a very genuine guy. Very nice to be around. But his jury's crazy. He ended up beating Zycles, who's my probably my biggest competition in my region. So this BigDomChurros guy did end up getting top 8 loser side after this set. This guy's good, man, but yeah. There I was hoping the Yoga Arch would fall on him, so if I teleported, it would hit him and it would kind of not allow him to check my teleport. Alright, but yeah, as you can see, like, a lot of the things I'm doing, maybe you can't tell already, that was insensitive, but in the other sets we're gonna watch, you could tell that a lot of the stuff I'm doing here is just like, I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but he hasn't shown me like promising answers to what I'm doing. So I might just try it, right? Like that type of thing, right? Like, I wouldn't do that against someone that I have a lot of like knowledge against, unless I know that they're not ready for teleports. But yeah, like, it's working, man. What can I say? And yeah, the zoning's working out very well. Like, nothing too deep, nothing too crazy going on so far. A lot of just flow charting because he's not too ready, it seems. Okay, I thought he was going to challenge me in the air there when he jumped at me, so I teleported away. He was ready for it, but I got out of the corner. I don't know why I teleported there. I tried to mummy because it had been working throughout the set, and then he gets mummy. Nice, nice. That was an accident, but that looked godlike. I think that was meant to be an instant float, but that's not what ended up happening. Check the drive rush. Yep, people love to drive rush after Dhalsim limbs. Yeah. So I think a lot of the things that you have to understand if you don't, or if you're not too familiar with Dhalsim, or maybe you are, like, you play a little bit Dhalsim and you just want to kind of understand the main things that are going into matches like this, is... Oh, this might be it. There it is. Yeah. So the biggest things about these types of matchups is it's establishing limb control to where they kind of feel like they have to jump because you're occupying the ground so well. That's huge. And then down back heavy punch, block strings into medium flame. And basically that just means that anytime you get like really close to them or in an uncomfortable space, down back heavy punch into medium flame becomes an incredibly strong tool to just push them away. Maybe set up a drive rush check or an anti-air afterwards, because people like to do something after they block that sequence. And it also just does crazy amounts of drive gauge damage as well, and they can't really do anything about it. So that's a trend that you're going to see throughout pretty much the whole tournament. And then other things like drive rush back medium kick and the down back medium kick to catch people low. Just more specific things that I kind of... These are just some things that I added on after I kind of started getting a feel of what he was doing. That isn't just like Dhalsim flowchart of like limb, fireball, teleport back, get more space, rinse, repeat. These were some more like layered offensive and defensive things that you'll see throughout the bracket, especially this next match. Because this next match was very close and very hard. Alright, so here is the first set of top 8 that I played. This is top 8 winner semis, me versus Rami. Rami is an absolute killer, very, very, very high level player. Rashid main for a very long time. This guy is ridiculous. And yeah, so going into this event, I told everyone that I was only going to play Dhalsim, no Blanca, because previously, I think around 3 weeks ago, I ended up getting second place at Gommel 2024, playing primarily Blanca, beating players like Small Caps, 801 Strider, Joe Rogan, Flux Waves, only losing to Mena RD, with primarily Blanca. So considering that, I was like, I want to challenge myself, I want to pick Dhalsim this tournament. It's my favorite character, I've been playing him since launch. I want to see if I could win a very hard tournament to win with Dhalsim. I mean, this tournament had Flux Waves in it, had Rami, had myself, we had Zycles, we had Freeseff, we had Walnut Khan, we had a bunch of super strong players. And this matchup is bad. This matchup is not good for Dhalsim at all. It would have been way easier for me to just pick Blanca. But hey, I'm staying loyal. I told everyone I'm staying loyal to this character this tournament. I want to play this character and just see how I do, right? But hey, it ended up going pretty well. Okay, so this matchup's rough because if he gets in, I probably die. And I have to rely on playing this mid-screen game, and the mid-screen game against Rashid is really, really hard. So, let's see. I've only like I've very quickly skimmed through this, and I haven't really been able to analyze it or realize what it was I was really doing. So, yeah, this will be my first time looking more in depth at what's going on here. Alright. That was supposed to be back heavy punch to anti-air. This is just really solid control for me. I'm looking out for drive rushes, I'm looking out for these slides. This guy's drive rush pressure is really scary. So, right about here. This is something that we have to kind of analyze. And this is something very... I don't want to say it's that complex, but it's very important to understand about kind of how Dhalsim works here. So this specific spot where I'm trying to get out of the corner, right, and I'm going to throw a EX Comet, right, this is something that's extremely important for you guys to understand because this exact situation won me this tournament because there's so many layers to it that you kind of have to understand, and it all just revolves around Dhalsim getting out of the corner because this is where he's supposed to die, right? But I was getting out so consistently. So, in this situation, the other player has a few options. Their main options are one, because Rami started where my mouse is right over here when I threw this comet. His options were to, one, walk under the comet and try to anti-air me here. Oh, I think my face cam just shook a little bit as I moved my mouse. He can try to anti-air me here, which is risky because I can teleport out and punish him for it. He can stay right here, which is not as far as walking under the fireball and trying to punish me over here. If he stays over here, he's going to have to block this Yoga Comet coming in at this angle, and then I'm going to be able to teleport behind him and escape the corner. So, Rami knows that. He thinks I'm going to go for a teleport of the corner, so what does he do? He walks this way. He walks back. And what he's trying to do here is he's trying to bait out a teleport to make sure that if I do teleport, he can keep me in the corner with some sort of an anti-air or an air throw, which is an option that he was representing a lot. Rashid's air throw is very good at dealing with Dhalsim's teleport. But as the Dhalsim player, we need to have answers for all of these options. And this is something that I want to say I innovated pretty hard on Dhalsim throughout basically the full year that this character has been out. And it's that if they walk under, which most people don't, a lot of people have this approach that Rami's doing at the moment. It's a teleport 50-50. You're either going to teleport or you're going to do nothing and just land on them because after EX Comet, Dhalsim is actionable, right? If they just stand right here, that is the easiest thing for Dhalsim to deal with because the fireball is going to hit them and then I can teleport behind them and hit them with a block string, get me out of the corner. But this is the more complex one. When they walk out of this comet range, and you're going to see this exact situation rinse and repeat over and over and over and over again in this top 8 whenever someone gave me space in the corner. So, what do you do when they just give you space? Right? Now you might be saying, okay, just take that space. But okay, how are you going to take that space? Just walk forward? Dhalsim has a very slow walk speed. So if I just walk forward, they can walk in and I don't really get that much progress. But it's still nice. But what I do is here after this comet, I'm going to land with a heavy kick. Oh my god, my face cam. I need to stop doing that. Sorry, I'm new to this. But I'm going to land with a heavy kick. And what this does is it makes sure that he can't jump over the comet. If he jumps over the comet, my heavy kick is going to smack him in the face because it goes at this diagonal angle. So when I land, I'm going to land with a heavy kick so that he can't jump, forcing him to walk back further. And then I'm going to throw a fireball at him and then try to teleport behind that fireball to completely escape the corner and get back to mid-screen. So let's see what happened here. I throw that, a heavy kick, so he couldn't have jumped over it. I'm so sorry, I keep shaking my face cam with my arm. But I'm going to follow the heavy kick, and I'm going to throw a fireball here, and now I'm going to try to escape. There we go. Right? This exact situation is going to happen over and over and over again. There's many layers. Most of the people I played against had that approach of I'm just going to walk back when I see this because I don't want to risk taking that much damage. And this is how Dhalsim deals with it. I don't want to say I've ever seen, maybe there's some Dhalsim players that do this that I haven't seen, but this is just something that I came up with a very long time ago that I've shown a lot of Dhalsim players, and this shit's crazy. It's just the whole like layered mix-up of when I go for the comet and what are their options and then what are my options to deal with those options. I've never seen someone do this, which is when they give you space, you land, and then you take advantage of the space they just gave you by just throwing a fireball and then doing something with that. It sounds like a simple concept, but it takes a lot of brainstorming, and I just haven't seen many Dhalsims implement it. So I highly recommend it if you're not already doing that and you play Dhalsim. And if you play against Dhalsim, maybe try to figure out something to do about this. There's a lot of layers. It's very complicated. It's not like there's just like a simple answer. But yeah, this stuff's strong, man. And that gets me out, and down he goes. So yeah, you're gonna see me go for that exact setup over and over and over again when people give me space. I'm probably gonna do it again right here. Here we go. He walks back. I land with a heavy kick. I fireball. It's the same thing, right? There I got a little bit lucky because he threw an EX fireball. But even if he didn't, I probably would have been fine. So let's see what I do. Level 2 is a very hard thing for Dhalsim to deal with, as it is most characters. But, okay. Just a small thing. Dhalsim drill has a very big misconception on just kind of how the move works. In the BigDomChurros set, that was a lot of flowcharting. There was a lot less for me to comment on because I haven't played against him before. I had no prior knowledge. I couldn't really study anything. But Rami, I've played this guy a lot. I've played him at our invitational that we hosted about 2 months ago. He beat me. I've played him online many, many times. I already have a lot of information on this guy, so there's going to be a lot more for me to talk about. But just to get out of the way, because this is going to happen a lot throughout the whole bracket, and I just want it to be clear what's going on here. Dhalsim drill is a very weird move. Well, it's not quite the move that's weird, it's the follow-ups that are weird, and it's the frame data that's weird. So, drill, obviously like most dive kicks, gives you different frame data depending on how high it hit, right? So if I hit his head, it's probably going to be minus on hit and very punishable in block. Whereas if I hit like his knee or lower, especially his toe, that will be very plus on block and very plus on hit. So that's kind of what I want to aim for with these drills. And this is something that takes a lot of practice and a lot of just rinse and repeat to understand how to use these types of dive kicks very well. But after you hit drill, there's two main situations you're going to hit drill. One is in neutral, or not quite neutral, but just in a scramble or whatever, mid-screen, something like this, right? And the other is teching a throw. So when you're teching a throw, assuming it was a point-blank throw, you don't get a combo. That's a very big misconception. A lot of people think, oh, Dhalsim drills your grab. Oh my god, I think I keep shaking the camera. Dhalsim drills your grab, he gets a combo. No, he doesn't. He's like +2, +3, right? Which means he doesn't actually get anything. There's a mix-up there, either jab, grab, or shimmy, which is instant float heavy kick, right? But it's not particularly amazing, right? Whereas this drill, right here, this is very different because it's raw. It's not punish counter. You're not punishing a throw. But in this situation, you have to look for if the opponent is getting hit standing or crouching. This is something that takes a lot of practice. For the first few months of this game, I was very bad at this, so I'd always just combo, because here all Dhalsim gets, for the most part, unless you get like the perfect drill, you can get a medium, but most of the time you just get a light. You just get a stand light punch or a crouch light punch. And the issue with this is that Dhalsim doesn't get anything out of his lights meterless unless the opponent is standing and you hit the jabs like in their grill, right? So first of all, I have to hit this thing, which is hard, and make sure that I hit it low enough. And then second, I need to make sure that they are standing and close enough to me to where I don't need to spend the 3 drive bars to just get a little bit of an extension, because if I can keep the meter, I'd love to. So here I hit this drill. I confirmed that he was standing, which means I can, oh my god, I need to get better at this. I keep shaking the camera, I look up and it's wobbling. But yeah, so here I confirmed that he was standing, which means I can go for this Yoga Blast and it'll hit him. And yeah, this is just for someone who doesn't quite understand what's going on or they're not too familiar with Dhalsim, you don't really appreciate these types of things, whereas Dhalsim players will look at this and they're like, oh yeah, he's practiced that. Nice. Right, so this is just a more minor thing, but we're going to see it throughout the rest of the tournament a lot, so I think it's good that we're on the same page here. Alright, same situation again. Air EX fireball, fall, heavy kick. There it is. What's he going to do about it? Show me your response. There, right? Here we go again. Okay, so here. This is the exact situation I was just talking about. Right? Fall with the heavy kick. He has to respect it. He jumps over the fireball. Doesn't get anything because if he extends, his arm's going to get hit by the fireball that's behind me. And then here we go. This drill right here, you got to understand what's happening here because this is going to happen a lot throughout the tournament. And if you already understand, great, skip forward. But if you don't, you have to understand this. So after this drill, I'm like +2, +3. So I don't really get anything. So the defending player here likes to delay tech. Because if they delay tech, it'll beat if I immediately throw and if I immediately strike. So me, knowing that, this is something that I was doing a lot against Meta RD at Gommel because he had this same thought process. I'm like, oh, you think I'm going to jab or grab, so you're going to tech? Okay. I'm going to bait that out. Right? It looks weird because like he just hit him and then baited a throw. Like, why wouldn't he just like take the combo? There is no combo there. This is just a straight up guess. It's like this is like layers on layers of guessing. And yeah, I think I tried to level 3 here, but I botched it. And then there we go. I did that against BigDom, right? People absolutely love to walk back against Dhalsim while he's pressuring you. So right here we go drive rush back medium kick. Make sure to watch him. He's holding straight back. I see he's holding straight back. I don't think I actually confirmed that he was walking straight back in the moment. But yeah, there we go. Snipe him low. Go into this, hit confirm the level 3, and down he goes. So this set was close. I believe I got the first 2 games, and then he got the next 2, and the last game was very, very, very close. Alright. I'm trying to create space. There we go. He knows that I like to do corner yoga arch into drive rush, try to bait out a parry so I can get a free grab. He knows that. He's going to start checking me with that. Good layered offense from him. Checking my jumps. Risky drive reversal from me. Very good call out. I thought I was going to be able to get a sweep there, but I wasn't. Kind of sacrificing a little bit of positioning. That was really good. Very hard read on the fireball. There we go. Yeah. That was a little bit of a desperation. I was hoping he'd like pull the trigger on an anti-air early and maybe I could get away with something sneaky, but nah, he was ready. I don't know why I did that. That was a horrible slide. But I won this game, so I don't remember what I did. Did I get a perfect parry here? I don't remember what happened. So this will be a little bit of a raw reaction here. That was so good from him. That was a very bad teleport from me. I did that way too early. How did I win this? What did I do? I know damn well I didn't level 2. I didn't wake up level 2 a single time in this whole tournament. Okay, that's how I won. Yeah, he burnt himself out. Oh, I remember what happened here. Okay. So right here, this is some knowledge. So he throws level 2, I get the perfect parry, I get the grab, and level 2 is coming at me. So in this spot, looking back, I'm not too sure when this tornado is about to disappear. It could disappear like right here. It could also go all the way over here. I don't actually know. But here, I know that Dhalsim's level 1 super trades with Rashid's level 2. And I kind of just want that level 2 out of here because I don't want him to get up for free and get in my face and start some pressure because he can just get up from the ground and like do his quarter circle back punch and throw the tornado at me and I'm in a horrible spot. So here, I see this and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to pop level 1. My level 1 here is very safe. He can't punish me. Additionally, he's in burnout, so there's no shot he's punishing me. And it blows up the level 1. So this was really good on my end. And the commentators in the crowd knows what I just did. That was some very high level stuff. Oh my, I didn't remember that. Holy shit. That was a very good yoga arch. I don't remember this at all. So here, like, the thing is about this situation as Dhalsim is it's when you have your opponent in burnout as Dhalsim, you can think about it in a few different ways. You can think of it in, okay, I can get some chip damage. Okay, I can try to like get in their face with like a funky fireball teleport that they don't have parry, right? So they actually have to guess which side I'm gonna go on. You could try to like force jumps. Because when you have them in burnout, you want to reap the benefits of it and you want to get some damage out of it. Right, so here I go for a hard-ass read on this, which I got. And then here, Dhalsim gets a lot of damage. Like that. Medium level 1, because I realized he's close enough. Didn't want to risk the DI there. I won this? How? I don't remember this at all. Oh, okay. Alright, okay. A little bit of another optimization here that I kind of want to point out. Okay. Right here. When Dhalsim gets a max range crouch medium punch, I'm not sure if this was actually max range. This was close. I think it was. So when Dhalsim gets a max range crouch medium punch into drive rush, the usual follow-up you'll see Dhalsim do is crouch medium punch, drive rush, back medium kick. And the drive rush back medium kick doesn't quite connect at max range. Which means the only thing that Dhalsim gets from max range crouch medium punch, here I didn't confirm that it was punish counter. If I did confirm it was punish counter, oh wait, no, the punish counter was the jump heavy punch, so that doesn't actually matter. If the crouch medium punch itself was punish counter, then I could have delayed the drive rush move a little bit more and gotten the back medium kick. But here, since this crouch medium punch was from really far out, I'm pretty sure the only thing I could have gotten here was drive rush stand light kick, which is something I don't think I've ever seen another Dhalsim player do. I've seen a lot of players get like max range crouch medium punch and they try to go for a drive rush to like get a combo or win the game or whatever. And it just doesn't reach. Because a lot of people don't know that stand light kick is the only thing he gets here. So, here, out of drive rush stand light kick, you can drive rush again into a down back heavy punch. It's kind of crazy. You get a drive rush light into a heavy. It's pretty wild. But here, I wasn't sure if I was going to get level 2. Maybe level 2 would have been better here. Actually, I don't think it would have. But here, I'm just going for this. I mean, hey, I kind of have to. I want to get his drive meter down. There we go. And now this is a pretty even spot. You might think it's better for me, but it's not really. This is good for me now. And then this was hype as shit. I remember what happened here. That was fucking sick. That was sick. Yeah. So here, when Rashid goes for these like crazy air shenanigans, a lot of characters don't have a consistent response to this because he goes so high, and after this wind double jump shit he does up here, he can choose if he goes far or if he goes close. So it's like extremely hard to tell where he's going to go because he's literally off the screen. You don't know which one he did, so you don't know if he went far or if he stayed close. It's very hard to deal with. But as Dhalsim, Dhalsim's jump goes like all the way to the top of the screen, and his heavy kick also goes all the way to the top of the screen. So a nice way that Dhalsim can deal with this is just instant jump heavy kick. If I did it here, I was scared that my heavy kick would clash with that tornado at the top of the screen, and then we would have gotten maybe a double KO, and he's up around, so I would have lost. So here, I have to wait for this tornado to go, track if he went close or if he went far, and then jump heavy kick as a reaction, which is what I did. That was hype as shit. That was great. I'm very proud that I found that. But yeah, and the round start against Rashid is just so brutal because his drive rush heavy kick just like commands so much space that if I try to disengage, there's so many different things I have to be worried about that I have to react to. I should have drive back to there. I wasn't ready. I didn't punish. But yeah, round start against Rashid's rough. Here we go again. The exact same situation. Let's break this down again. Let's just see if everything went as planned as I was saying. I created some space. Now I go for this EX comment. he can walk under me here, or walk under the fireball and try to connect from below. He can stay here, at which I'm going to teleport to the other side, or he can walk back to the other side of the screen. What does he do? He walks to the other side of the screen. I land with a heavy kick to anti-air if he tries to jump. Now he's on the other side of the screen. I'm going to throw a fireball and try to teleport behind it. Nice, and I escaped the corner. Okay, another thing that you gotta understand about Dhalsim. So after this whole thing ended, we have drive reversal. So drive reversal with Dhalsim is a tough issue, because drive reversal now is -6, and Dhalsim doesn't have a 6-frame medium. He only has lights that can punish this. So that means, since I only have lights, well, I can't really do anything if they drive reversal from like a distance, because my main thing is like jab into a back medium kick. But if they spaced it out, I can't do that. So here I'm just gonna try to get some drive gauge chip damage, which I do, and then here we go. This is rough. What did I do here? I don't remember this at all. Okay, same situation. Ball with heavy kick, try to go to the corner because he walked back and gave me respect. If I level 1 there after that fireball, that would have been godlike. And now I'm back in this. Okay, so right here, this is the exact same corner escape I've done over and over and over again. There's so many layers to it. But right there, if I was like super aware of the situation, obviously I'm like nervous and like the magnitude of the moment is getting to me. I would be very impressed with myself if in this moment I was able to like calculate everything, look at my meter, realize what's going on, and be able to cash out fully. So I just went for this. Very close to killing. I 100% could have killed him there if I was more ready for it, but I did not. That was a horrible fireball from me. That fireball was really, really, really bad. That risked the entire game. Right there. Holy shit. This is a scary situation, man. I could have lost right here for sure. But yeah. Then we go for the Pixel of Life Drive Impact. A thing that I'm known for in Ottawa because I do it all the time. And that wins me the game. Okay. So here, he wins these next 2 games. It's very important to watch the games you win and the games you lose. But let's just see what happens here. So I'm rewinding because right here, after medium flame on Dhalsim, people love to commit to some sort of action, which is something that I mentioned earlier. They love to jump, they love to walk forward, they like to dash, they like to drive rush. And I know that Rami likes to drive rush here. So because I know that, I am ready with a back or down back heavy punch to check his drive rush. This is something I was doing a lot throughout the whole tournament. And here I'm just looking to cancel into heavy yoga flame and push him back. But I missed the buffer somehow. Maybe it hit on a late frame. So back heavy punch into heavy flame did not come out, which is unfortunate. And now I'm in a really bad spot. I tried to drill because I thought he was going to grab. That's fine. He is shimmying. There you go, now he's air to airing. It's good. Drive reversal because I can do that now. I'm dead here. Yeah. Went for a greedy yoga arch to try to get out of the corner. I don't blame myself. That's a reasonable thing to go for. Yeah, round start against retreat's hard. It's very hard to like figure out an option to just be safe. Alright. I know that drive rush is fake, so I'm going to interrupt that. Unfortunately, my second jab did not connect though. That was really good for him. Yeah. So after Rashid does grab in the corner into heavy fireball drive rush jab, that drive rush is not like a block string and it's not a frame trap. You can just interrupt it with a jab, which is what I did. But my jab was too short to get another one. What happened here? Yeah, I think I tried to interrupt that with a jab and then I got clipped. Yep, he's just going in. I can't throw yoga arches. That's not going to work. That was bad for me. Bad defense. Here I just got nervous. See, there we go again. Right? He threw the fireball after the grab. And then he's going to try and drive rush. I saw the drive rush. Checked that shit. And then the exact same situation we've done over and over and over again. That was really good from him. I was ready for it. That parry was a misinput though.
Rami recognizing that. Going for more
Very good for him.
Good punish counter jab.
I think I live here. Yeah.
Not quite. One hit away.
I'm not in a horrible spot here, which is pretty funny. But he definitely gets this. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. That was horrible. He could have done anything and I would have just died to chip damage. That was stupid for me. A lot of layers here. He drive rushes again. I checked that exact drive rush last time. And the time before that, I'm pretty sure. This is something I've been doing throughout the whole tournament. Right here. After down back heavy punch medium flame. That's a block string. He can't escape that. He has to hold that drive damage. He took like 3 moves and look, he lost like a bar and a half. Right? And yeah, he's going to drive rush here. I checked this last time, but he's doing it anyway. That's fine. He's not ready for the mummy teleport back. That was a horrible teleport for me. I don't know why I did that. I was not teleporting in pretty much at all this whole tournament, but I did there. I don't know why. At least without a setup, right? I was teleporting in like with a fireball behind me, but raw I wasn't really doing. His drive meter's low. I'd like to get that down, but I'm pretty sure I don't. And then here, yeah. Here, I kind of just figured I'm probably dead. I tried to go for something that might be cool, because after Yasar comes out, if Dhalsim jumps and then does EX Comet and then does float, if I float here, which is what I tried to do as you can see, I can actually float over the tornado and go to the other side of it, which is really funny. But Rami knows that. He's just going to air-to-air me, which he does, and he's ready with a sick follow-up. So he ran me over in those 2 games. Because the thing is, when Dhalsim beats Rashid, the games are slow. Because I have to, as a Dhalsim player, I have to rely on what he's doing, right? So when he beats me, it's going to be fast. But when I beat him, generally it's going to be pretty slow. Okay. So this is something I hate about this character. Remember earlier when I said if you hit a drill and you see that they're standing, you want to go for the 2 lights into the Yoga Blast? So here, I did do that, but it was a little bit too spaced out for my liking. Because sometimes, even if you hit the light and you see they're standing, the Yoga Blast can still miss. So here, I wasn't sure if it was going to hit or not, and I didn't want to take that risk, so I just spent the 3 bars. Here, I'm still trying to go for a mix-up, but I don't want to put myself in the corner, and I don't really want to spend drive gauge because I have less than 3 bars. So I just went for the same side teleport, hoping that he didn't back rise. Drive rush forward heavy kick against Dhalsim is so good. It just catches him so easily. Now I'm in a bad spot. This is not good. I think that was a minus on hit drill. Okay, another thing you should be aware of for Dhalsim is after Yoga Blast, the situation here. Right here. Okay. After this, Dhalsim is not plus enough to walk back and get a shimmy, which means if I want to bait a DP, I have to sit there, which means I can lose to throw. And if I want to bait the throw, I have to instant float heavy kick. And instant float heavy kick loses to DP or like a crouch heavy punch, or in Rashid's case, stand heavy kick. So what Dhalsim like to do here is they do Yoga Blast and they teleport again. And this second teleport, it'll beat DP and he grabbed. It'll just not get hit by the grab, which is just very nice. So, yeah, very risk averse. Helped me out. What do I do here? I got lucky. I wasn't ready for the punish counter. I don't know why I wasn't ready for that. Here we go again. Same shit. Yep. Clipped. Not too sure what I'm doing at the moment. Air throw, yep. Rami's very accurate on those. I almost drive impacted that drive rush forward heavy kick. And then I'm probably dead. I don't think I won the... Yeah. The commentators in the crowd were very loud for that one. But what am I going to do? Like, a throw kills me. I kind of have to take a risk. That's a rough one. I tried to check a drive rush or just get ready for whip punish because he's whipping a lot. Here we go again. This is the exact same thing. I'm telling you, man. Like, this thing just helped me win this tournament so much. When they give you space like this, when they're not in your grill, that's a big mistake I see Dhalsim players do. And I do it sometimes as well, just when I feel like I need to. But this specific setup, like, you have to have space. The EX Comet, heavy kick, if they walk back, you throw ground fireball. They have to respect it because the Comet's about to hit the floor. And then you try to get out of the corner like that. Jump heavy kick, same as before. That's still punish countered me, that's wild. Very risky drive rush check with the fireball.
Good throw. This is excellent for Slice. This is his way.
I didn't think that was going to hit. So that specific setup right here, the back throw and the drive rush back medium kick throw, it's a very strong sequence. But if that fireball hits, it's like +6 or +7. So this grab's going to miss, which it did. I was not thinking he was going to get hit. Lucky perfect parry from me. What did I do here? That was bad. Same again. I thought he was going to jump over at that time. I'm trying to create space. I won this somehow? Okay. Oh, yeah. Exact same thing, right? I won a game against Big Dom in top 24 with that. I won the first game of this set with that. And then now we're in game 5 heading into last round. And again, drive rush back medium kick, down back medium kick because he's trying to hold back out of my pressure. He's trying not to get grabbed. And yeah. Now we're going to last round. Yep, get his drive meter down. He drive rushed again. That's the exact same situation I put him in over and over and over again. That was a misinput. I was very scared when this happened. So here, block string, get his drive meter down. I didn't think he was going to drive rush, but he did. Good air throw. Okay, I tried to check that drive rush with that crouch light punch that just hit. I thought I got the check, so I buffered a drive rush, and that happened. When that happened, I was like, oh shit. I just spent 3 bars, and I'm not going to get anything out of this. I got lucky with that eagle spike. That was a very bad drill on my end. And now, this is usually where Dhalsim dies. I shouldn't be able to get out of here. But here we go again. He tries to jump over the fireball this time. So remember, previous times, he has walked away from this comet, and it's gotten me so much mileage. So this time he said, nope, I'm going to jump over it, and that's where the falling heavy kick comes in, right? That's a part of the mix-up. You always fall with heavy kick, because if they jump, clips them. And then how do I get out here? Oh my god, that was frame perfect. If that was literally 1 frame earlier on his end, that jab would have beaten mine, and then he would have level 3'd me, and this would have been an absolutely horrible situation for me. So close. Perfect parry, everyone's favorite mechanic. He drive reversals, and now it might look like this is a bad spot for me. Now it really looks like this is a bad spot for me, but if I get 1 opening, this is huge. The drive reversal's massive here. I wasn't ready for the anti-air. Massive slide. And then here it is. Yep. Big pop-off. The homies rushing. Man. My god. Ottawa versus Ottawa winners finals at a Montreal regional. And Montreal's a really strong region. Can't believe this happened. Just to break down what happened at the end here. He tried to run in on that because he wanted to get a run into level, or slide level 1, because run, slide level 1 goes under fireballs, and it will kill me here. So he wants to run slide level 1 to close up the set. I barely had enough time to check it with that slide. And then here, this is something I'm very well known for from Gommel, because I was doing this a lot to people, and from just my local scene. I like to do a lot of like plus moves into no cancel drive impact to stun, because a lot of the time people are looking for a cancel into drive impact, so that's when they're buffering. But if you just do it raw, a lot of people aren't ready for it, especially playing a character like Rashid, because your super is a quarter circle forward input. So you don't really want to do that just like randomly when there isn't like a reason to, because you might just get hit by a move. Which is why a lot of the time with supers, especially supers that you have to buffer with forward inputs, you want to wait for a move first to then buffer the super. But if that first move doesn't come, right, because this slide isn't cancelable, he's not buffering level 1 right now, because if he's buffering level 1 right now and I press a move, he's going to get hit because he has to hold forward to buffer. So I just went straight into drive impact. He wasn't buffering, he wasn't ready. And there he goes. That felt good. Playing only Dhalsim, a very bad matchup. willingly not picking Blanca, which would have been much easier and much less stressful. But yeah, that's, man, what a set, what a set. Alright, so here we have winners finals, me versus Freeseff. Freeseff is one of the best players from my city. This guy was very good in Street Fighter 5, Footsie's Lord. This guy is unbelievably solid. He just came off of a win on Flux Waves. Me and him just beat the two best players in Montreal. I beat Rami, he beat Flux Waves. These guys are ridiculous, and we beat them both. Let's go Ottawa. Very proud of my boy. And yeah, he's an absolutely cracked out of his mind, Jamie. He didn't get off to the best start, or not probably the start that he could have had or wanted when this game first came out. But as like he plays more, he's just getting better and better, and I'm very happy for him that he got this fantastic performance. So alright. This matchup you'd probably assume is pretty good for Dhalsim, and you'd be correct in that assumption. I like this matchup a lot. And yeah, I play against this guy at our locals most Fridays and our monthlies and stuff like that, so as I said against Rami, like, this isn't going to be a set full of flowcharting like against Big Dom, right? This is going to be more layered offense and defense. So again, right around here, gives me space, throw the fireball, land with a heavy kick, ground fireball, teleport behind it, look at his meter, try to get it down if I can. I'm not putting too much pressure on it though. Might have been able to kill him there with a drive rush, but it's okay. I don't need to spend meter. I probably won this round anyway. No way you're reacting to that with a super. I would have been very impressed if you got that somehow. So yeah, this set I'm pretty sure was pretty dominant for me. And then Grand's was close. It was very close. So there you go, right? That's the exact situation that was happening against Rami over and over and over again. Happening against Big Dom, I think, 1 or 2 times. Alright, so then there you go. That's the same thing, right? The down back heavy punch into medium flame that I was talking about against Rami, against BigDomChurros. Right here, this is a block string. They have to hold that. People love to take action here. They like to jump. They like to drive rush. And because of that, I'm ready with the down back heavy punch. There it is, ready with the check. Here I'm going to drive rush into something nice. And now I know if I get this shimmy, he's dead. He doesn't pull the trigger on it, so that's fine by me. And now I'm just in a good spot. Ready with the anti-air. Hopefully he doesn't block low. He does. He's ready with the punish. Here, this was happening. I think this happened like 3 or 4 times throughout the top 8. It's kind of like a Kami player missing a dive kick right there. I'm trying to do a TK Comet, which basically means I'm doing an air fireball the first frame possible as soon as I leave the ground. And I'm just messing up the input, I guess. So I'm just getting this jump light punch, which is very punishable. So that kind of just messed up my flow. And here I gotta find a way out. I don't remember what I did. Was there a drive reversal here? Ooh, I got lucky. Nice. Did I drill? No, patience. Ooh, I might be able to level 3 there. What do I do here? He's blocking low, that's good. Am I gonna go for an anti-air? By anti-air I meant that specifically. And there it is. So as I was saying earlier, when you have someone in burnout as Dhalsim, you can either go for chip damage, go for a hard jump reads because people love to jump when they're in burnout, or go for a tricky fireball teleport because they don't have parry, right? They have to block that. And good luck blocking this, man. I didn't even know which side this hit on. I'm pretty sure this did actually end up hitting cross-up, which is crazy. Yeah, that actually hit cross-up. That's wild. And yeah, here he dies. Like, that was a mix, dude. You're not blocking that. Good luck. Yeah, and down he goes. So yeah, you have many different ways of going about attacking people or just taking advantage of the fact that your opponent is in burnout. And that is just a ridiculous way to close out rounds when you have your opponent in burnout with Dhalsim. Just fireball teleport. It's just brutal, man. It's so strong. Alright. Yeah, the commentators saying it like you never know when you're playing against someone from the same city if you're watching like their 100th time playing, or maybe they don't play too often. Alright, just briefly, so after this drive rush, after crush medium punch, I don't know what happened here. Usually, if the first back medium kick lands, the second one also lands. I think I might have done like a slight micro walk back by accident, which meant I didn't get the second one. That was weird. And then right here, this is something that got me in a lot of trouble when I played on the Capcom channel for the sets feature that I got with small caps. By the way, like just after I played on the Capcom channel, I out of that got like so many things to improve on with my Dhalsim, because I only played Dhalsim, I didn't play Blanca. And because of that, like that stuff really helped me out in this tournament. But this is one thing that I was getting a lot better at during the tournament, and I was checking a lot. But in the sets first to 10 that I played on the Capcom channel, this got me in so much trouble. Where I'd throw a yoga arch, and then they would drive rush afterwards. I have more than enough time to check it, but I jump. And this got me in a lot of trouble in that first to 10 on the Capcom stream, and there it is again. I'll be ready for that next time if that same situation comes up, I hope. But yeah, let's see. He's minus here, so I'm gonna mash jab. Exact same situation. Dude, this exact situation has happened like 6 times already. I hope if you play Dhalsim, or if you play against Dhalsims and you just want to understand what's going on here, that you kind of just understand how many layers are going into this. This whole, everything that's going on screen right now has so many layers to it, and it's very hard to defend against if you give Dhalsim space. And yeah, it's the same thing. Land with the heavy kick, stop the jump in, and then look how much space I just got. And now I'm full screen zoning. Like, it's so good. Yep, a lot of jumps back against Jamie. Full jumps back, that was a really good shimmy. Full jumping back without like a float or a teleport is some really good stuff against Jamie. And a lot of these characters don't have these like crazy anti-fireball tools. And then here, I don't think I fully confirmed that this hit. I think my reactions were a little bit slow to realize that that fireball was going to hit afterwards. I don't know why I didn't confirm that. That's weird. So here I was just like, okay. Because here, if I saw this, I could have killed him. But I just went for a different thing, which is just put him in burnout. Right? Because once he blocked that jump heavy punch, he's straight to burnout because the rest is a block string. Right? Because right here, this jump heavy punch block strings into down back heavy punch, which block strings into like the medium flame. That's all a block string. Guaranteed burnout. He can't do anything. And then here, this sucks. I want him to level 1 here because I'm winning this round unless I make like a huge mistake, which I think I did mess up here somewhere. There, that's where I messed up. But here I'm fine with this because I want him to just waste a bar in a round, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win. Right here, I could have drive rush slided and then done down back medium kick DI, and he's dead. But I went for a more conservative route, and then he jumped out, which was huge on his end. Here, okay, this is something I do a lot. But when you have someone in burnout, this time I don't know why I didn't do this because I usually do this. But when you throw a fireball and someone's in burnout, in this float, you have 2 options. Your option is to float towards them or float back or stay stationary. Pretty much the same thing. If I float towards him, it's going to shift the wall on his side to where he can walk back and he won't be forced to block that fireball and hold a potential teleport mix-up. Whereas if I hold back, he won't be able to walk back. He's going to be stuck in that corner, and this fireball is eventually just going to catch up to him. So if I sit here, he either, this is like Dhalsim's best checkmate that I've seen shockingly few Dhalsims do. You basically just throw a fireball when they have a pixel of life. You go into float, and then you hold backwards so that they can't walk away from you. And then you wait for a jump, and once you see the jump come up over here, the Dhalsim player floats towards them and presses heavy kick. And this just anti-airs them from full screen, and it's like the best checkmate he has. And that's kind of what I usually do here. But here, I don't know why I did this. You'll see I float forward. Usually I don't do this. But here I did for some reason. And I kind of just let him get a lot of meter back. And I did it again. I don't know why I'm doing this. And then here, a little bit of a guess. He's being risk averse. That's good. And I think I tagged him with the comet here somewhere. forget where it was. Right there, yeah. Jumping back against Jamie is just really nice for disengaging. He can't really like chase you up there very well. It's very nice. What happened here? Yep. That's not a real frame trap. I kind of just stole a turn there, but he's not going to press a button after drive rush back medium kick anyway. Dhalsim doesn't get anything after this drive reversal. I literally cannot reach him here. So knowing that I literally cannot reach him here with a light, I'm just going to go for down back heavy punch medium flame to hopefully just get his drive meter down a little bit. Right. Here, this is the first time I've introduced this. I've been doing jump all the way back into a comet or like a heavy kick this whole time. So he got comfortable with the idea of, oh, he's jumping away, I'm fine, I could probably drink. So I know he's thinking that, so I just teleport in and hit him out of his drink startup. And then here, that was an accidental second slide, that was not supposed to happen. I think that was just nerves. And then what happened here? Did I land a throw? Yeah. So I throw bait a lot with this character, especially at our locals, to the point where a lot of people are scared to delay tech against me. So they take a lot of throws. That was an accidental ground teleport. That was supposed to be an air teleport, but his drive rush ate my jump. That happens a lot. I went for the same idea again, right? He got comfortable with the idea that I'm jumping back, so when he sees me jump back, he's like, okay, I'm just going to get my fourth drink. I guess I thought he was on 3 drinks, because if he's on 3 drinks, or no, I thought he was going to have 3 drinks. Because if he's going to have 3 drinks, he's not going to get that like 4 drinks animation where it kind of like freezes the screen. Because if this is a normal drink that doesn't put him into 4, I'm punishing him here. But when this character goes into 4 drinks and this flash happens, he's actionable like immediately. So he just DP'd me right away. And yeah, that was a little bit of an oversight from me. Good drill, but I don't get a combo. I went for the throw bait, trying to get his drive meter down. I hope he jumps. He doesn't jump. I'm trying to get closer to mid-screen so I could try to put him in the corner. What do I do here? I don't remember. Ooh, I'm trying to burn him out here. And then yeah, that's where he messed up. He tried pressing something. I'm not too sure what he thought I was going to do. Maybe that's supposed to be a super. I have no idea. Or a DP. I don't think it was, though. I think he just pressed something when he shouldn't have. Maybe he thought it was going to like walk up throw or something. But yeah, now I'm in a really good spot. That was really good from him. I tried to jump away to try to create space. Exact same situation. Like, I can't express enough how massive this is and how much I recommend Dhalsim players to do this. This exact situation. And like, you can literally see how much this has saved me every time I've gone into the corner and the opponent gives me space. Again! And then you have to be able to react. Are they far enough to walk back out of the comet range? Here, I said, no, he's too close. I'm trying to get the perfect freeze frame here. So let's see. Right about here. After this jump in, he is too close to be able to walk back out of the comet range. I know he's going to have to block this, and I also don't think he's going to be able to walk under this comet. I think he's going to have to block it. Since I know he has to block it, literally every single other time I've done this, I've landed with a heavy kick. But this time, I noticed that he was too close. So I saw that, and I teleported. There, I got lucky that he went for an option that lost, right? I was assuming he was just going to block it, which would have been great too, but I ended up getting the hit. I go for a shimmy, drive rush check. I wasn't buffering drive rush, but this is still a fantastic spot for me. This is a long day for him. Yeah, that's hard. That's a hard situation to win if you're a Jamie player. Against a Dhalsim with a full health bar and he's in the middle of the stage. That's not easy. Very plus drill. Holy shit. Same side teleport, hoping he doesn't back rise. Probably drilled again, yep. That clipped me. Holy shit. I can't believe that ground fireball didn't hit him on that bounce. That was so close. Very good from him though. He has to kill me here. Lucky perfect parry, I'll take it. I'm not complaining. Defense diligence, and he's probably dead. Here, I just went for this because I'm like, hey, if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, his level 3's gone. I still probably win this anyway. Obviously, I'd rather he didn't. I probably should have gone for the same thing that I did against Rami, where I don't do the cancel. I just kind of wait. And then here, I'm probably going to go for a fireball teleport mix, if I had to guess. Low? Yeah. We call that the Tino tech. Or at least I do. No one's going to understand that, but a friend of mine does that a lot. So I kind of just trademarked it as his technique. And then, yeah, that was 3-0 in Winners Finals. That was pretty dominant. And then we ran it back in Grand Finals, and that was much closer. Alright, and now we have the Grand Finals for the event. So Yusuf won his Losers Finals match against a crazy DJ who was just on an absolutely monstrous run. I never heard of this guy. His tag was Bootsy, and he just like killed everyone. He ended up beating Flux Waves, and it wasn't even close, which is like super wild. But yeah, man, that was a crazy run from him. Yusuf ended up beating him. Now we're gonna play in Grand Finals. I was just teasing the Blanca pick because when I first picked Blanca, he was like, no, that's not allowed. It was really funny. But yeah, he's from Ottawa, man. These are my guys. It's when I'm playing against someone from Montreal or I'm playing against someone from Toronto, like I'll pop off. But if I'm playing against someone from my region, like it's just a good time, man. No crazy pop-offs. We're gonna be as respectful as possible. Alright, so same thing as before, right? When I'm jumping back, he is ready with something for that. So, yeah. I'm teleporting in, catching those drinks. Big call out. And now he's probably dead here. Maybe he spends DP. Yeah. This is still awful for him. There he goes. Alright. So that was a pretty dominant first round. I'm pretty sure I won game 1 of this set, and then he started winning, and then I brought it back. So let's see here. The whole drive rush slide mix up here is so far in my favor. Love that shit. This is just horrible for him. He has like very little meter. He's got to figure something out. The drive rush grab. Yep, he kept holding parry because he wanted to keep his drive gauge, and down he goes. Made him watch the super. Yep. This is tough for him. But then he started bringing it back, and then this got ugly. But yeah. This was a good set. This was a good set. I know there were some people side betting in the back for what was gonna happen here. Alright, so there I did medium Yoga Flame, and I was expecting a drive rush because he had been doing it a lot, but instead I went for, or he went for jump, so now I'm gonna be more aware of that for next time. There we go. I got out of the way. That's all I needed to do. Try pressing buttons on drive rush jab. This is good control for me. I gotta throw heavy fireballs in this matchup, which I didn't there. You gotta throw heavy fireballs in this matchup from far away to make sure that Jamie doesn't get free drinks. That's pretty massive in this matchup. I forgot what I tried to do there. Maybe I tried to jab. And now this is a spooky situation. That was a really good drill. I'm very surprised this drill didn't combo into stand light punch here. I guess this was like +3 instead of +4. I thought stand jab was gonna link there for sure, but I was wrong. He baited the drive reversal, and I'm just dead. Yeah, drive reversal is such an interesting defensive option, man, because it's an option that beats throw and a few strikes, which obviously drill doesn't. So I'll take it, but obviously certain strikes still beat it, right? You could just do a jab. So it's a nice extra option to have. Ooh, that was a nice juggle, but not particularly too game-changing as much as I wished it was. I wish it was a bigger deal, but hey, what are you gonna do? Yeah, so when you're behind in rounds as Dhalsim, it can be hard to maintain this like ultra passive mindset, because when you're behind, and or like let's say you're behind in life or you're behind in rounds, and they're not really doing anything, they're not taking much initiative, they're kind of just sitting back, it can be really hard to just sit there and not go on offense. Because when you're behind, you don't really just want to do nothing. You kind of want to like force an issue. And then that happened. So remember earlier when I said down back heavy punch into medium flame as a block string? I lied a little bit. And that's that if you hit the down back heavy punch from its max range, or not max, even like a little bit before max range, right at the tip of the hitbox, around, let's see, there, that close or that far, Yoga Flame's hitbox comes out. It has two hitboxes. It has one that comes out right in front of him and one that comes out a little bit further. And the one that comes out further comes out a few frames later, and that one's actually not a block string. So this is usually inescapable. You block your parry the first hit, you have to block the second. But in this case, that doesn't really work. But yeah, so this setup, it's supposed to work like every single time. This isn't supposed to be escapable. You block the first hit, you have to block the rest. But I hit it at a range where this first hit of Yoga Flame didn't hit him on time. So somehow this was like a frame perfect, like this shouldn't happen. And I'm very surprised that he got it out on time and that he was ready. I don't know if he was like ready because he probably didn't actually know how this worked. But hey, he got very lucky here. He got this out and this is completely unscaled. I'm dead as hell. I just die here. EX Bakai or OD Bakai into level 3, the damage is insane. So there he goes. And I'm pretty sure he gets this game as well. So I want to see what happened. Yeah, so the drive rush round start. That one catches Dhalsim if he floats low, so I might want to float high. I think the most consistently like not punishing round start that Dhalsim has, besides just like walking left and right and like hoping that you're able to like cover the mental stack on whatever it is they do. I fucked up Comet there again. Other than just walking left and right and hoping that you're able to properly react to whatever offensive option they choose, which is very hard, I think if you're just going to commit to an option, just jumping back with like a heavy kick before you land, or like jumping back and right as you're about to land you float heavy punch, there's not much the opponent can really do, and it kind of just like demands space. So it's a very, very consistent round start that I was using a lot throughout the tournament. And at this point, I don't really care about Jamie getting drinks. That was a sick pickup. That pickup was crazy. Here I'm looking for a jump. But at this point, like, he still has to hit me twice to kill me. Now he has to hit me once to kill me. He shouldn't have taken that drink. He should have gone for a drive rush. There you go. So remember, earlier, right, I said it again. This happened earlier, right? Jamie got me in the corner, and then I did the EX Comet, but he was too close to walk away. So I noticed that he was too close to walk away from the Comet, so I teleported behind him. The exact same thing happened again. I did the Comet. He was in range to get hit by the fireball. He couldn't walk out on time. I saw that, so I teleport, and this is all a block string. From the point that this air fireball hit his parry, the rest was guaranteed. He couldn't like DP or drive impact. As soon as this hit his parry, all of that was a block string, and he just had to hold that. So it's a guaranteed corner escape for me, and there's nothing you can do. That was a horrible drive reversal for me. I don't know why I did that. And I don't know what happened there. Maybe I tried to drill. Maybe I thought he was going to command grab. I don't know. That was just bad. But, yeah. The corner escapes have a lot of depth to them, man. I don't know what was going on, but my comets were just either not coming out or just really not accurate input. So see right there. That's the exact same situation again. Remember how it wasn't a block string that one time where he did the EX Bakai or the breakdance between the block string. Here it is again. I did the down back heavy punch into medium flame, which is supposed to be a block string, but I hit it at the tip, which means you saw how that connected really late. He had an opportunity to like super me or DP or drive impact that, right? So that's the situation where it doesn't really work how I want it to. Here, the drive meter's low. Stand heavy kick didn't quite connect. I'm just gonna throw heavy fireballs, hoping that he can't get his drinks. Do I bait DP here? Probably. No? You got lucky. Yeah. Sometimes when that happens, you go for these types of grabs. Like the game will like eat your input. This happens a lot. The game eats your input and you're like during the flash and you don't get the input and it just lets you bait supers without even trying. But he's got the corner control. Jamie dive kick is really scary. Yep, he has the trade combo. This guy plays against me, yeah. So that's another thing. I feel like most people that play against Dhalsim a decent amount, or especially that play Dhalsim, understand that people love to pressure Dhalsim with lows, or not lows, but just crouching moves, because his level 2 doesn't hit that. And he has been representing that option a lot. He's been okeying a lot with like crouching moves. So me knowing that, I tried to go for level 3 because I thought he was going to go for a crouching move, but he didn't. Crazy whip punish from him. He's still delay teching. That was unsafe. What do I do here? He's going to hold parry, right? Yeah. People love to hold parry there. And this is probably death. I did this light slide because I was hoping that he wasn't ready for the reset that fast. And I would just like get him in burnout really fast. Because what I had been doing the whole time is I've been doing like blast into sweep into light slide, which causes a grounded shimmy. Because Dhalsim doesn't have that many grounded shimmies. He usually has to take to the sky. But yeah, I just tried to sneak in like some cheap burnout pressure, but he was ready with the DP. I got the round anyway. Crutch medium punch drive rush. He likes to parry after those. Do I drill? Yeah. There you go. See, that one was plus enough. I recognized that he was stand blocking, so I was able to get the pickup. Front teleports are really hard to deal with. See, right here, I should be holding back. Right here. If I hold back on this float, this is what I normally do. If I hold back on this float, he won't be able to walk back and get more drive meter. He's going to be forced to block that fireball and lose drive meter, or jump and get hit by my heavy kick. But as you can see, I'm drifting forward. I shouldn't be doing this. Most of the time I don't do this, especially earlier in the bracket and like just in other tournaments that I've entered, especially at Gommel, I think. You have to hold back here to limit their screen space so that they can't just get free meter. I don't know why I did that. That was very bad. Yeah, my floats were weird. Maybe it's just because I was really nervous. And then there's the Tino Tech again that I was talking about earlier. You guys don't have to understand why it's called the Tino Tech. I do. And like 3 other people do. So that's all that matters. Alright, and then it's 2-2. Ottawa's winning the tournament regardless. We're all going to go home happy, except for everyone from Montreal and Toronto who showed up. But I'm sure as hell going home happy no matter what happens here. Obviously, I'd prefer to win if it was me. And yeah, I just gotta slow it down.
Oh boy. And too many people said, bro, you got used to it.
Yeah, he'd been dealing with the yoga arches very well. He wasn't really like giving me free grabs like a lot of people do. Yeah, going for down back heavy punch just to guarantee get off me. Check that shit. And then again, this happened earlier in the set, where I didn't quite react to if the medium slide hit on time. So I, instead of going for a combo here, which probably I should have done, I just went for guaranteed burnout, which is also great. There's literally nothing you can do about that, and then I win. And then again, remember earlier I said something I like to do is not canceling moves into drive impact. I'll do a move and then just raw drive impact because people are waiting for the cancel. That's what I did. Instead of canceling back medium kick into DI, I went back medium kick, wait, DI, because he wasn't ready to buffer. Right? He's not just going to start holding forward here, right? He was waiting for the cancel. He wasn't ready. That's some shit that I really like doing. And then here, I wasn't sure if I was able to kill by spending on my drive meter. I think I could have, but I wasn't 100% sure, and I was just like, oh, fuck it, I'll just use it, I'll take it. It's cool. That was a very bad drive reversal from him. I thought that grab was pretty obvious, so I went for the drill. And then this sucks for him. That was supposed to be a down back heavy punch to punish counter his dive kick, but I got a stand heavy punch, unfortunately. Actually, something I want to touch on right here If you stand heavy punch in someone's grill, look at the pushback. He goes from point blank to this spacing. So as you saw, like, Freeseff was like, oh shit, he just used stand heavy punch in my face? Okay, surely I can punish. That move's like slow as hell. But Dhalsim gets pushed back so far that you can get, like, look, he tried to stand light punch. My webcam's still shaking. I need to get a better setup for this. But, like, this just missed. So I probably could have gone for a spacing trap here, which would have been hilarious if I was ready with, like, a back medium kick with punish or something like that. But, yeah, that could have gone worse. I don't know how I was ready for that. That was the one, I think that was the first drive impact he had used all set. I'm surprised I was ready. And then here I'm thinking he's going to jump because he doesn't want to get stunned, which ends up with him taking a crazy amount of damage. And then here, again, this is a little bit spooky for him. He can't get drive impacted or he dies, right? That medium punch was really close to anti-airing him. And now he's actually in a pretty good spot. And then I think this is where it comes to an end. Yep, he gives me way too much room. I get out of the corner. He's on the other side of the screen. He can't corner him anymore. Block string, you can't Bakai or level 3 between those hits. Cover the jump, cover the Bakai. Almost comboed. He'd been parrying the whole time after drive rush moves. And there it is. So yeah, that was UMAD 2024. I played very, very, very well. I'm very happy that I got to do it with only Dhalsim. I didn't have to pick Blanca. And yeah, that was just a fantastic tournament. I had a blast. Ottawa did amazing. Couldn't be happier, man. So yeah, this is my first YouTube video for Street Fighter 6. I'll probably end up doing more. I could analyze my Gommel sets. Maybe even the Capcom sets that I did. Let me know if you want more. I'll probably be posting on Twitter about it, maybe some polls, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully this was insightful. And yeah, that was a fun tournament. There we go. Hope you enjoyed.